Bow to Senior Head Instructor.
Bow to Apprentice Instructor. Advanced and Intermediate. All right. 100 jumping jacks.
Yes, sir.
Begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. Push-up position. Yes, sir.
First set of 10.
Yes, sir.
Begin.
1, circle, 2, circle, 3, circle, 4, circle, 5, circle, 6, circle, 7, circle, 8, circle, 9, circle, 10,
Okay,
circle.
hold your breath. Time to hold your breath. It's going to be on your red side test. All right. Second set.
Yes, sir.
Begin.
1, circle, 2, circle, 3, circle, 4, circle, 5,
Now hold your
circle,
breath.
6, circle, 7, circle, 8, circle, 9, circle, 10, circle.
Just even. Last set.
Yes, sir.
Begin.
1, circle, 2, circle, 3, circle, 4, circle, 5, circle, 6, circle, 7, circle, 8, circle, 9, circle, 10, circle.
On your backs for piston kicks.
Yes, sir.
First set of 30.
Yes, sir.
Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Make them touch. Make sure the feet are kicking low to the ground. Begin. 1, circle, 2, circle, 3, circle.
4, circle, 5, circle, 6, circle, 7, circle,
Yes.
8, circle, 9, circle, 10, circle, 11, circle, 12, circle, 13, circle, 14, circle, 15, circle, 16, circle, 17, circle, 18, circle, 19, circle, 20, circle, 1, circle, 2, circle, 3, circle, 4, circle, 5, circle, 6, circle, 7, circle, 8, circle, 9, circle, 30, circle.
Last set.
Yes, sir.
Begin.
1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1,
Down
sir.
low,
2,
down
sir.
low.
3, sir.
Super tight,
4,
super
sir.
tight.
5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir.
Sit up.
Yes, sir.
Feet straight out in front. Reach up. Bend forward, touch your toes.
Sir.
1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir.
5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir.
8, sir. 9,
9,
sir.
30, sir.
Bend one leg in.
Yes, sir.
And reach up. Bend forward, touch your toes.
Yes, sir.
1, sir. 2,
2,
sir.
sir.
3,
3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir.
7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir.
15, sir.
16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir.
1, sir.
2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir. Switch.
Yes, sir.
And reach up. Bend forward, touch your toes.
Yes, sir.
1, sir. 2,
2,
sir.
sir.
3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir.
7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir.
15, sir.
16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir.
1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir. Bottom of the feet together.
Sir.
Bend forward, touch your nose to your toes. One, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir.
14, sir.
15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir.
1, sir.
2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir. A seated angle, legs wide apart. Palms up, back straight.
Yes, sir.
Lift yourself up and turn to your right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
seated angle, legs wide apart, palms up, back straight.
Yes, sir.
Toes up, legs straight.
Yes, sir.
1, sir.
2,
2,
sir. 3, sir. 4, sir.
5,
5,
sir.
sir.
6, sir. 7, sir.
8, sir.
9,
9,
sir.
sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir.
Reach to one side.
Yes, sir.
Reach with both hands.
Yes, sir.
Reach to the other side.
Yes, sir.
Widen your stretch if you can. Reach to both sides.
Yes, sir.
Touch your head to the floor or as far as you can go.
Yes, sir.
1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir.
7, sir.
8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir.
13, sir.
14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir.
1, sir.
2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir.
8, sir.
9, sir. 30, sir. Last stretch, feet sit out in front, bend one leg back, and lean back.
Yes, sir.
And switch.
Yes, sir.
And stand up. Twist it out. Any additional stretches?
Yes, sir.
So we finally got poison hands, iron body down. We practiced that a little bit last week. And then we started snake and leopard, or leopard and snake is the way that word goes. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so after that, we're gonna focus on tiger. Now, tiger takes quite a bit, so we usually do tiger just by itself. So you don't have to worry about doing 2 sections at once. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Now, before we do that, we have to make sure that we have, like I said, leopard and snake. So let's review those first. Attention, stand.
Yes, sir.
Stand tall.
Yes, sir.
5 animal salute.
5 animal salute.
Two tigers hide a trail.
Two tigers hide a trail.
White horse offers front leg.
White horse offers front leg.
Chamber up real tight. It helps the shoulders. So put the rib, the actual side of the fist, on your ribs. Suppress the tiger.
Suppress the tiger.
This one here. Pearl bridge.
Pearl bridge.
Is that straight but not straight? Bent but not.
Bent.
Is that your bridge arm? There you go. Press 10,000 pounds.
Press 10,000 pounds.
Dragon leaves from sea.
Dragon from sea.
Leopard palms a tree trunk.
Leopard palms a tree trunk.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard smothers its prey.
Leopard smothers its prey.
Is that straight but not straight? Bent but not.
Bent.
Push out diagonally away from you. Arhat exits the cave.
Alright, it's a cave.
Same thing here. Cross-cutting bamboo.
Cross-cutting bamboo.
Chamber that other hand by the sash. Divide the grass in search of snake.
Divide the grass in search of snakes.
Throw a ball, threw away.
Throw a ball, throw it away.
Kicking a star method.
Taking the ball. Wait.
Oh wait, white horse off the front leg.
White horse off his front leg.
Suppress the tiger.
Suppress the tiger.
Pearl bridge.
Pearl bridge.
Press 10,000 pounds.
Press 10,000 pounds.
Dragon leaves from sea.
Dragon from sea.
Leopard palms a tree trunk.
Leopard palms a tree trunk.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard smothers its prey.
Leopard smothers its prey.
Arhat exits the cave.
Arhat exits the cave.
Cross-cutting bamboo.
Cross-cutting bamboo.
Divide the grass in search of snake.
Divide the grass in search of snakes.
Throw a ball, threw away.
Throw a ball, threw away.
Kicking a star method.
Kicking a star method.
Double bow, hugging the moon.
Double bow, hugging the moon.
Children bow to Buddha.
Children bow to Buddha.
Leopard pulls back.
Leopard pulls back.
Cornered leopard fights back.
Cornered leopard fights back.
Wipe the sleeve.
Wipe the sleeve.
Snake spit poison.
Snake spit poison.
Rising, falling block.
Rising, falling block.
Lift and press.
Lift and press.
Snake points to heaven.
Snake points to heaven.
Double falling back fist.
Double falling back fist.
Fist going through the sky.
Fist going through the sky.
Continually piercing the sky.
Continually piercing the sky.
Staggered horse stance, fist like an arrow.
Staggered horse stance, fist like an arrow.
Snake pierces, wipe the sleeve.
Wipe the sleeve.
Snake spits poison.
Snake spits poison.
Rising, falling block.
Rising, falling block.
Lift and press.
Lift and press.
Snake points to heaven.
Snake points to heaven.
Double falling back fist.
Double falling back fist.
Fist going through the sky.
Fist going through the sky.
Continually piercing the sky.
Continually piercing the sky.
Staggered horse stance, fist like an arrow.
Staggered horse stance, fist like an arrow.
Make it stiff, make it a real stance, chamber up real tight, take this fist out, stiff. Stuff like that, push down hard. See? That's horse stance, that makes sense? Yeah, that should burn. Snake, pierces the eyes.
Snake pierces the eye.
Be balanced. Cat stance, chopping down.
Cat stance, chopping down.
Good, Sophie. Turn around, slice bamboo.
Turn around, slice the bamboo.
Turn the other way next time, Maddie. Snake strikes from the earth.
Snake strikes from the earth.
Make it a big bow stance. Very big bow, bigger than that. Yep. 5 animal salute.
5 animal salute.
2 tigers. Other foot. 2 tigers hide their trail.
2 tigers have their trail.
Very good, very good, very good. Okay. Now, if you use some work, that doesn't mean it's bad. Does that make sense? You all know the moves, that's all great. Let's run it again one more time. We're just gonna do just leopard.
Yes, sir.
Scoot that way. Scoot up. Scoot that way. Scoot up. Scoot that way. Okay, stand.
Yes, sir.
Stand tall.
Yes, sir.
5 animal salute.
5 animal salute. Two cows head on trail.
White horse offers front leg.
White horse offers front leg.
Suppress the tiger.
Suppress the tiger.
Pearl bridge.
Curl bridge. Press 10,000 pounds.
Dragon leaps from sea.
Dragon leaps from sea.
Leopard palms a tree trunk.
Leopard palms a tree trunk.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard smothers its prey.
Leopard smothers its prey.
That's straight but not straight, bent but not
Bent.
diagonally away from me. Our hot ace is the cave.
Our hide is cave.
Cross-cutting bamboo.
Cross-cutting bamboo.
Divide the grass and search a snake.
Divide the grass and search for snakes.
Throw a ball, throw away.
Throw a ball, throw away.
White, don't move, don't move, don't move. White horse offers front leg.
White horse offers front leg.
Suppress the tiger.
Suppress the tiger.
Reset.
Yes, sir.
So one thing that we focused on last week, so as you know, when we do our set, we're looking to build on what we've already worked on. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So in order to put something on top of something, what has to be sturdy? The bottom has to be sturdy, right? So if I put something here, this has to be sturdy. This is a foundation.
Foundation.
Foundation is your stances. What are the, right? That's the foundation of your, right? That's what you stand on, literally your foundation. So, stances, right? Sequence, and then you build on that stuff. So if we give you information that helps you perform the move better, or more like its actual intended purpose, you have to continue to perform the set in that way, so that when I give you the next thing, you're not trying to remember what I told you the first time. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So last class, do you remember what we focused on? It's okay if you don't. Raise your hand if you remember. What one of the things were that we focused on. What was that?
That this leg goes here and then the other one goes down.
Close. That's really close. That's about right. You got the right moves. Anybody remember specifically? It's okay if you don't. Okay. So what Saul was talking about was the first one is a front kick, a crane front kick. That means we cross, we do the whole scoop or block situation, we dip, and then we snap real tight with a pointed toe. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Now what he meant on the second one was, when we do our side kick, it has to be a really good side kick. But I remember going over the fact that it's not your traditional side kick. You should not be pivoting, you should not be kicking downward and turning your back. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
You don't have to do that to kick that low. Those motions in the hip and the turning make sense for sparring. We're not sparring right now. We're doing self-defense. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we're going to go over the side kick again, and you have an opportunity to practice that. Really incorporate that side kick correctly, right? So first side is white horse off the front leg.
White horse offers front leg.
Right, we're going to scoop, dip, and snap. After we snap, we don't step right away. We have to show that we have balance. So you kick and hold. Then you step and press. Even though that's all one move. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Right, pro bridge, all that good stuff. Feet together.
Yes, sir.
So now when we do this side, it has to look like a side kick that hits something and is ready to hit something again. It has to kick out and bounce. So it can't do this. Because at no point would you kick somebody's knee and then fall into your stance and try to, it won't do anything for you. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So we have to be conscious when we practice this motion and it has to look like something. So cross. Now when we scoop on this one, imagine crane front sweep. All these motions have to exist. Look, and my foot's on the floor. Okay, scoot back. Scoot back. And then scoop. It has to look like this. And then you step and press. That's how you show you have balance. And that's how you show you can move fast and show speed in your form. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So speed is not, it's not how you get to the next move, it's how you perform that one move. So let's try that again.
Yes, sir.
Right horse, offers front leg.
White horse offers front leg.
And look, suppress, look. The tiger.
Suppress the tiger.
Reset.
Yes, sir.
Now that those the bounce was the first aspect that I wanted to go over. The second aspect, was stop turning the body. You know how long it takes to do this motion? You're facing a target. There's no reason you should be turning your body away from the target and then turning back to attack or whatever. So after I do the first kick, I'm not turning the hip. I'm not going like this. That's too much. Now watch. The cross stance, if you've done it correctly, it'll set your hips up the way they need to be done. When I scoop and pull, straight from here is where the side kick goes. Boom. Pull it back. So it's more to the side of you and actually kind of diagonally forward. And when I say side kick, less about the orientation to the body and more about the part of the foot that the strike happens with, which is the side of the foot, the edge of the foot. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Right? So I'm here, hips are square, I'm going to turn a little bit. Not a lot, I'm not doing this. I'm here, stomp, the knee. Don't even fully extend the body, don't lean. Stand square, stomp the knee. This is equivalent to if Maddie and I were fighting and I had her arms and I went like this. I didn't do this. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're going to practice that. Miss Kelly, lead Maddie and Sophie. During this hand, Saul
Yes, sir.
and Eric work together. Focus on cross, pull up, stomp.
Yes, sir.
No extension. Go.
White horse offers front leg. White horse offers front leg. The press. The tiger. The press. Tiger.
That's good. Just chamber, both of you chamber up real good. That's better. Do both sides. T. Okay, feet together.
Yes, sir.
Now, who's done the application to this move before? You have? Maybe not. I don't think you've done it yet. Maybe you have. I don't know. I think no, yeah. No, we did. We did in the beginners class. We went over in the beginners class. You've done it. That's right. She's done it. Both of y'all have done it. Okay, so I take the stance.
Yes, sir.
Stand tall.
Yes, sir.
White horse offers front leg. Go.
White horse offers front leg.
Okay, stay where you are. If your heel is on the same line as the ball of your foot, or same line as your other foot, period, you are incorrect right now. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so stay where you are. This is not to nit. This is somewhat to nitpick. See? That's on the line. We'll go over how to do it. Don't worry. I just want you to be aware of how you're performing your set. This is on the line. Here's it on the line. I can see it. See? And yours is a little bit on the line. Feet together.
Yes, sir.
Now, when you do this form, white horse offers front leg. If you haven't done the application, it's a little hard, but we did an application where you stand in your ready stance and you kick the leg like this. Who remembers that? Where you go back and forth, y'all busting each other's shins, and you have the pad in front of your leg, and you might not have done it, but you go here, boom, like that. So when you do this motion, you're not kicking to the side of you like this. That's hard to do. It's hard to actually stomp sideways. Go ahead, give it a try. Stand up square and try to stomp. No, don't turn your body. Stand square and try to stomp sideways. You can't do it, can you? Because it's not a thing. So, when you're standing square and I go white horse off his front leg and you go up and you go over like this, well, whose toes did you just stomp? And if you were defending yourself, how would that work over for you? Like, stand still for a second. Leave me alone. I'm going to turn my body sideways and step sideways on you. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So the application is we're fighting. And I see she's standing there and she wants, right? So what do? Boom! White horse off her front leg. She's in front of me. I didn't go like this. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So when you do this motion, it's not linear side to side. It's diagonal. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Because
sir.
you're imagining fighting someone in this area within your vision. So when I go white horse off his front leg, I'm going white horse. Look at where I am in the square. White horse offers front leg. I'm stomping toes. And then you can really put in power in your heel. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Now let's give it a try. White horse offers front leg.
White horse offers front leg.
It should be more comfortable. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
You should go to lean forward because you're going to do your kick here in a second. Have your weight in the right leg. Suppress the tiger.
Suppress the tiger.
And then step diagonally, not linear. So step up toward the corner. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Good. Try it again. It's that way on both sides. Corner, corner. We're going to do this side. We're going to do both sides. Right horse off the front leg.
White horse offers front leg.
Right? Now we're going to lift. Suppress the tiger.
Suppress the tiger.
Other foot. Pearl bridge.
Pearl bridge.
Okay, feet together.
Yes, sir.
Other side. White horse over front leg.
White horse offers front leg.
Scoop. Suppress. Go ahead, kick. The tiger. Press. Pearl bridge.
Pearl bridge.
Very good. Feet together.
Yes, sir.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We're just about out of time, so we're gonna take a break, grab water, breathe if you need to. Some of that fresh rain air is good. A little dense out there though, but go ahead, take your break, come right back. We'll review what we did just now.
Yes, sir.
is our opportunity, good, Miss Kelly? This is our opportunity to alter, right, consciously practice. So let's try it again. Reset.
Yes, sir.
When we step this time, think about what we just said. So step diagonally, not over across.
Yes,
Step
sir.
diagonally.
Yes, sir.
Right horse offers front leg.
Right horse offers front leg.
Suppress the tiger.
Suppress the tiger.
Pearl bridge.
Pearl bridge.
Press.
Press.
10,000 pounds. Dragon leaves from seat.
Dragon leaves from seat.
Leopard palms a tree trunk.
Leopard palms a tree trunk.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard smothers its prey.
Leopard smothers its prey.
Arhat exits the cave.
Arhat exits the cave.
Cross-cutting bamboo.
Cross-cutting bamboo.
Divide the grass in search of snakes.
Divide the grass in search of snakes.
Throw a ball. Throw away.
Throw a ball. Throw away.
White horse offers front leg.
Horse offers front leg.
Suppress the tiger.
Suppress the tiger.
Pearl bridge.
Pearl bridge.
Press 10,000 pounds. Chamber up. Fist. Let's go. Pull them up. Front knee. Dragon leaves from seat.
Dragon leaves from seat.
Leopard palms a tree trunk.
Leopard palms a tree trunk.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard smothers its prey.
Leopard smothers its prey.
Arhat exits the cave.
Arhat exits the cave.
Cross-cutting bamboo.
Cross-cutting bamboo.
Divide the grass in search of snakes.
Divide the grass in search of snakes.
Throw a ball through a wave.
Throw a ball. Throw away.
5 animal salute.
5 animal salute.
2 tigers tie the trail.
2 tigers tiger trail.
Keep the other.
Yes, sir.
We'll have to go over 5 animal salute at some point.
Oh, bow to Senior Head Instructor.
Bow to apprentice instructor advance.